Om Shri Sai Ram, offering my most humble salutations at the divine lotus feet of my beloved master, Bhagwan Sri Satya Sai Baba. Bhagavata Vahini, Chapter 42. Consummation in Nanda Nandana. Summary. Here Sage Shuka describes the circumstances directly leading to the birth of Krishna, the transfer of the wombs of the seventh baby, and the incarceration of Devaki and Vasudeva. Sage Shuka explains that at the approach of death, one's inherent tendencies drive actions. The holy seek God, while the wicked accentuate their evil. He describes how just the 9 months of conception restored Devaki and Vasudeva's cheer. Moments before the divine birth, Narayana himself explains his advent, and that how Vasudeva needed to carry the divine child to Gokul and bring back the newly born of Yashoda and Nanda. Just at the point of Krishna's birth and Vasudeva readying to carry him across, Takshaka, the snake, bit Emperor Parikshit, and he ended his brief earthly sojourn with Krishna's name on his lips. A blissful sage Shuka confirmed that the king had reached Narayana and left quietly from the scene, ending the narration of the sacred Bhagavata Vahini. Key takeaways. Kamsa's negative downward evil spiral in the approach of Krishna's advent and the restoration of health and peace to Devaki and Vasudeva at the same point in time is a tale of contrast in itself. The event was the same, the approaching advent of the divine, but the inherent natures within us make us receive it either very positively or very fearfully. It is therefore vital that we don't attribute external events to be the cause of our own failures and keep ourselves pure and willing to welcome the Lord whenever He may choose to bestow His redemption on us. Emperor Parikshit's birth was marked by a near-death experience, a vicious Brahmastra attack by Ashwatthama that Krishna had saved him from, and his death was marked in exhilaration at the joy of the story of the divine birth of Krishna. What an irony and tale of contrasts! Makes us wonder about which end of the journey, our limited time on this earth, is an occasion for lament and which calls for a celebration of liberation. Like Parikshit, let us also have the good fortune of departing this earth whenever our time comes, with God's name on our lips, and though we started life with a cry, let us aim to end it with joy. Sage Shuka communicated with intensity and devotion the story of Bhagavatam in just 1 week. When it was accomplished, he nonchalantly left the scene, not wanting adoration, name or fame, or being the object of glorification. This is how realized souls and avatars go about their mission on earth, always for the benefit of others, being complete instruments of the divine with no ego-driven ambitions of their own. And when the time comes, depart as gently as they came. After ingesting the sacred lessons from the Bhagavata Vahini, let us also learn from this and offer our best to mankind with the resources, strengths, and capabilities during our life's journey, unconcerned with earthly accolades or brickbats our limited personalities may receive, giving all the glory to the divine lotus feet. End of chapter 42. Jai Sai Ram.